Hi, this is Tiffany Domino with howtoentrepreneur.org, and today I want to do a review for you of WFG or World Financial Group. And I'll be answering the question, is World Financial Group a legit business opportunity or not? So first, as a disclaimer, I do these reviews to help people who are looking for business opportunities. You might be um, looking for an opportunity to make more money, to start a business, to start to have more control of your future and more control of your time. And so I make these business opportunity reviews to help entrepreneurs to evaluate different business opportunities that are out there and to choose a good fit for them. So let's get started with WFG. So what is World Financial Group? WFG or World Financial Group is a multi-level marketing company in the financial services industry whose mission is to instruct new investors and middle-class people on financial principles. When I was doing research, I found that WFG had a very rocky start. It was founded in 1991 by Hubert Humphrey when he left Primerica. It was originally called Alexander Incorporated, but was later renamed World Marketing Alliance. The original philosophy of World Marketing Alliance was that baby boomers needed a better solution for tax protection and wealth creation than what Primerica provided in their buy term insurance and save the difference philosophy, and variable life insurance was the solution. So if you haven't heard of variable universal life insurance, basically what it is it's life insurance that you pay for, but you're also supposed to be able to withdraw funds when you need to so that you can use it for different life circumstances. Now, it sounds like a great philosophy, but when you read up more on variable universal life insurance, you'll find that it typically has very low returns on investment, very low interest, and so you're putting all this money in, and oftentimes you can't get out enough to actually cover um, yourself like normal life insurance would do. So I've watched a lot of financial advisors like Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman, and they just advise to get regular term life insurance because this is a little more risky, or a lot more risky, and most of the proof shows that you don't get the returns and that it doesn't actually solve the problem of being a good life insurance policy. So shortly after Humphrey added the sales and recruiting methodology and created a headquarters with 500 plus employees in Georgia. In 1998, World Marketing Alliance was fined $100,000 for not properly supervising their sales team after their clients lost $2 million in invested money. Later, in 2000, they were fined $125,000 for failing to report 900 customer complaints. So that is quite a rocky start. In 2001, certain assets of World Marketing Alliance was bought by Aegon and became the sales arm of Trans America. The new ownership publicly announced that they put compliance measures in place. However, of 18 BBB complaints in 2018, majority of them are related to deceptive advertising. So there's still more work to be done. So I've included here the what the BBB had to say about WFG. Now, mind you, you can pay for the actual rating, so the BBB isn't necessarily an accurate resource. But let's look at what the BBB is saying about World Financial Group. So when you look at, it says this profile is being updated. Let me look at another one. So when I was able to look at it before, and it showed an A+ rating, but it showed a lot of complaints. I wanted you to be able to see that. Let's see. Maybe Google will show us. Okay, that's not the one. So for whatever reason, the okay, so this is World Financial Group, but yeah, this is the right website. Right now they have a C+ rating for failure to respond to one complaint, and you can take a look at some of the other complaints here. Before it was more complaints than this, but this person said, I'm just a college student who recently moved to a new area and searching for a job. Then a company reached out to me and I was desperate to find a job. I agreed to set a schedule for my interview. During the interview, the interviewer told me of how their company helps people build business and they need someone who is ready to build their own career. They said that all they needed is my commitment to show up to their mandatory meetings without even informing me that checking my background and getting an agent ID would cost me $100. As soon as I left the interview, I checked my bank account and my $100 was gone. I felt like I was being robbed. Then I scheduled another meeting and confronted them that I would like my $100 back, and they said it was non-refundable. Plus, I didn't get my receipt either because they said they sent it to the wrong email. So this was more like what I was seeing before when they actually had their BBB page up with more complaints there. Um, and so it was common for people to say that they saw a job on a job board and they were invited to come in and to do an interview, and then they found out that it's not a job, it's a business opportunity, and it's a multi-level marketing business opportunity. So for that reason, that's why I called it deceptive advertising, because a job is a job and a business opportunity is a business opportunity. So that being a common complaint definitely isn't a good look. So the WFG products, um, it doesn't look like World Financial Group has any proprietary products or anything unique to their organization. Instead, they sell products. They sell insurance products, life insurance, annuities, critical illness insurance, long-term care, mutual funds, segregated funds, group insurance, business solutions, college and post-secondary education, investment advisory services, and financial needs analysis. So these are the products that they currently offer, and they are independent contractors are able to sign people up with reputable companies like Nationwide, Prudential, Pacific Life, and others. So similar to other insurance agencies, you're able to work with these very well-known companies. So that's one thing that's good about World Financial Group, is that you work with insurance companies that have a solid reputation. So the positive things that I saw when reading other reviews of World Financial Group was that it's very good for professional development. They have good seminars with lots of good information to help you build your confidence and your sales skills. They have many great mentors. If you watch there's some very successful men that are in World Financial Group, men and women. So just being around that group of people can be really exciting and teach you a lot. The negative reviews that I saw were that it's deceptive advertising. Like I mentioned, there are people who get called in for interviews and they're thinking that they are getting a job, and instead it's actually a business opportunity and they have to pay to be involved with it. So it's quite deceptive advertising in that regard. And then when you look on the website, it doesn't give a lot of information there. I'm not sure, like when they do their live presentations, if they're very transparent or not, but when you look at the website or when you try to find information online, there's not a lot of transparency online about the compensation plan and things like that. So that's something else to be mindful of. And so for the compensation also, there's a heavy emphasis on recruiting and not really a lot of emphasis on product knowledge or product sales. And that's a huge red flag because um, when you look at the requirements of the Direct Sales Association and other companies um, who make sure that multi-level marketing companies are operating ethically, they require that the product be able to stand alone. So if you sign up for a company like World Financial Group and you never recruit anyone else, you should be able to still be successful just by selling the product. And so the emphasis that I've seen while doing research from WFG on recruiting other insurance agents was kind of like a red flag. Um, multi-level marketing companies are only considered legal if the product has the emphasis of the business rather than recruiting. So, so if you were able to live off of selling the product alone, there should be calculations somewhere that show you how you would be able to live off of just selling the insurance products, because it should be possible. And so you don't find that, and then it's too much gray in that area for you to be able to really know the income potential of World Financial Group without recruiting. So I copied a page here from the previous version of their website. Now the website's changed, the World Financial Group website, but here's a page from the World Financial Group Leadership Plan on how to be successful building a WFG business. So it talks about the law of high numbers. The more people engaged on your team, the higher the likelihood of finding superstars. You have to bring many people into your team in order to find the superstars. To overcome the negatives inherent in the law of averages, it's important to use the power of high numbers. You must have high numbers if you expect to become a great builder. And so it talks about recruit 25 to 50% of all your prospects who observe a presentation and attend a follow-up interview. 400 interviews equals 100 new people. License 25 to 50% of all your new associates. So as you can see, a heavy emphasis on recruiting. And so in multi-level marketing, one moment. So in multi-level marketing, in order to be successful with a business model that's so heavy on the recruiting, you really have to be doing like a HR job, a sales/HR, where you're constantly calling and recruiting people, and or constantly doing these interviews and these live presentations. But it shouldn't operate like that, because then it's considered more of a Ponzi scheme when the emphasis is so heavily on the recruiting side. So it's very unclear how many contacts you need to get in order to have one strong builder, even when you look at this. Even if you were to do the math and you were to say, okay, I'm perfectly fine with the heavy emphasis on recruiting, then it's still difficult to do the math and to figure out how many people you need to recruit in order to have a strong builder. And a strong builder is, the ones who are going to recruit a lot more people and then make you the money. So to get one, so over at Finance Guy, he did the math, and he said to get one SMD in our team, we need 50 licensed associates, which means 200 associates and 800 prospects. That's right, the leaders are told to expect to have follow-up meetings with 800 people to find one SMD. So that's actually a big challenge, to be able to prospect 800 people to find one SMD. So in order to find 3, it means you have to have 2,400 people, meetings with 2,400 people. So that's a lot of aggressive sales. It's clear that quite a few people need to be contacted, and there's a very small number of people who get licensed and are retained, but retention is the struggle for most multi-level marketing businesses. So low retention is something to be really mindful of. And since in this business there's an additional barrier to entry, because not only do you have to recruit the person, but you have to get them to take a test to become a licensed insurance reseller, then it's even lower percentage of actually getting someone into the business. So the pros are that they teach families principles of financial independence, saving, investing, and living within their means. They sell financial products from reputable sources. There's lots of mentorship and coaching opportunities to help grow your business. It's an opportunity for people who already were interested in the financial services industry to get support as they grow their business. They teach valuable sales mindset and prospecting skills, and they had an A+ BBB rating, but as you can see, as of now, their rating has dropped. But the cons are they strongly promote universal life insurance, which many finance professionals say is a ripoff for the investor and only a benefit for the seller. So that's not a good reputation to have, and it's not good to go out and sell something that will only benefit you. So there's detailed information about the business is very hard to find. Lots of budget competition in the insurance and financial services markets. There's no apparent competitive advantages or exclusive products, so there's no reason why people would come to a WFG representative versus another insurance representative for the insurance products. The fees and commissions on the products are unclear based on the information I've seen, so you wouldn't really know how much you get from selling, the life insurance package versus something else. And so it's really difficult to do your business plan if you don't know how much you make off of each product. So it seems that the business plans you would do would have to go off of recruiting people, because the product, the information about sales volume versus the product price and the lifetime customer value, all of those numbers aren't obvious or apparent. It requires licensure and testing for optimal product commission, so it's not for people who don't want to study the insurance information and become licensed. The marketing is based on a warm market prospecting system where you're contacting people you know and asking them to contact people they know. So it can be very awkward, because they teach you to contact your friends and contact your family and then talk to them and find out if they have friends or family who want to sell financial services or who need the insurance products. So that can be really awkward. The startup costs are unclear. They tell you that it's $100 to get started, but there's also the testing costs that you have to pay, and then there's also like breaking into the market. You have to be able to market. You have to be able to go out and sell, and there's a lot of unclear costs in that. You share your commissions up to 6 levels, therefore it's difficult to make money at the startup because your commissions will keep going up the tiers in the network marketing organization. So the people that are higher up than you would end up making money from what you get. There's not much instruction on internet marketing, and most consultants are using the same marketing strategy. So most of the consultants are using either cold calling or they're using the method of contacting people they know. And so that method is really difficult to achieve high volumes, and you need to be able to reach lots of people in order to achieve these goals like you saw when we were looking above. So majority of the income, especially what they have calculated and readily available for you, is earned through recruiting. It's not passive income, and it's not many passive income opportunities. So if you're earning all your money from recruiting, then you actually have to be hitting the ground, going to find people who want to sell these products, these insurance products and financial services products. So it's not like an asset that you build. World Financial Group is not a business where it's an asset that you build and then it operates independent of you. It's more of it's a continual recruiting activity you have to be doing, and there's a high turnover and things like that. So it's more like you're buying yourself a sales job. According to some millionaire sellers in WFG, you must be full-time in order to make full-time money. So if you are expecting to be able to make full-time income and you only have 15 hours or less per week or 30 hours or less per week, then it's not likely, because these top earners inside of WFG are saying that you definitely need to be full-time, which is 40 hours or more. So you can become an insurance salesperson with many similar business benefits for free with only the licensing fees. So there are options for you to be able to get into the insurance industry without having to pay. And the last con is that sometimes WFG is advertised deceptively as a job or without sufficient data to help interested parties to make a clear decision. So with that, let's go and look at WFG, and then let's talk about some alternatives. So this is the new WFG website. And so as you can see, they talk about having solid technology, smart marketing, a proven system, back office support, events, growth potential, recognition, and helpful training. So they have different conventions and things like that that are really big, and they're really motivational. So as you can see, their upcoming convention is in Las Vegas from August 7th through the 10th. And they usually have speakers come out and inspire the WFG entrepreneurs. So it's really cool. I've seen them have people like Grant Cardone come to their conventions, and so that can be really inspiring. But I also want to show you an alternative. If you're into the financial services industry and this kind of looks like some part of what you want to be doing, but maybe you don't want to do the recruiting or the network marketing side of it, or maybe you want to start something that you don't have to pay up front to be a part of, I wanted to show you how you can still show people about financial services. You can still show people how to have financial independence and things like that, and you can get started doing that online. I want to show you um, some, let's look at some people who are promoting financial services and healthy financial decisions online outside of WFG. So, okay, let's look at how to invest. So you see there are people here who are teaching others about how to invest money and how to grow the money. This is how to invest $100 and grow it to 6 figures. So this is an opportunity that you can also take advantage of. You can be on Pinterest or on YouTube. There's also people who are on YouTube teaching similar topics. Let's take a look at that. So this could be you, and you could be one of these people that's teaching people how to invest, how to live financially free. You can still teach middle class people these principles, just like the mission of WFG, without having to um, without having to pay the upfront fee or do the recruiting or um, be involved with multi-level marketing or compete with other insurance agents and all these things. Um, and so there are a lot of opportunities here, as you can see. And you can see the demand is also here for how to invest. These videos are getting lots of views. So there's a huge market for people looking for um, to learn how to be financially free, to learn personal finance. And the internet is growing all over the world. So as you look here, you can see how many internet users there are in these different countries. And you can see that there's still room to grow. Um, so that's something else to be mindful of. And if you look at Flex Offers, I did a video about Flex Offers a little while back, but it shows you different businesses that you can partner with, and you can get a commission from selling their financial services products. So to um, when you decide to create content about investing or create content about using credit cards properly or things like that, you can partner with companies who are offering financial services or financial products, and you can make a commission. As you can see, for PayPal credit card, $98 per approved credit. Um, you can see different companies, and this one pays per lead, so not even with a sell. $35 per qualified lead. And so there's lots of opportunities for you to educate people in the financial services or personal finance niche without joining something like WFG, where you would have to do the recruiting, you would have to do all of this follow-up, and there are ongoing requirements you have to pay up front. And so if this sounds interesting to you, the concept of creating content where you're teaching people, you're creating your own brand, and you're teaching people how to do personal finance if personal finance is what you're really interested in. But if it's not, there's so many other topics that you can use the same internet marketing skills, internet marketing tools, and the same strategies to get the message that you're passionate out to others. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can stop by howtoentrepreneur.org, and right here where it says free trading and websites, you can actually sign up with Wealthy Affiliate here. And Wealthy Affiliate is my #1 recommendation for teaching people affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is the process I just disclosed to you, where you would work with other companies, you would create content, you would, and when you recommend products that are good for people looking for personal finance solutions, then you can be paid a commission. Wealthy Affiliate is free to try out. You can get 10 free lessons, so you can listen more to how this process goes and see if it's a good fit for you and what you're looking for. You can also get 2 free websites on a .site rubric subdomain. And in fact, you can go to howtoentrepreneur.org and set up a website right here. You just enter the name that you want, and you'll see that within 30 seconds you'll have a website. It'll be a WordPress website. That's who runs 90% of the internet, so it'll be more than legitimate. And when the time comes that you decide you want to get a website named after your own brand without this .siterubrics.com subdomain on it, you can transfer it to your own domain address. And site support at Wealthy Affiliate will help you with that. You can also store up to 50 websites there. And as you can see, they have a website security package, they have website backup. All of this is to make sure your website doesn't get hacked, you don't have any security issues, your content that you store online is well protected. They have live video classes that you'll be able to take if you become a premium member. And you can use a keyword research tool or market research tool to help you evaluate which topics people are looking for online. And you'll also get one-on-one coaching with me if you decide to sign up for premium membership at Wealthy Affiliate. And that way I can help you and answer your questions about how to grow your personal finance business online, or how to grow a business with your passion online. You'll get on-demand website feedback, on-demand website comments, 24/7 website support. So this is really a huge value that you'll be able to get, and it can get you started on the right foot of creating your financial services business online. So hopefully this review was helpful for you. You've been able to see an analysis of World Financial Group and to evaluate whether or not it's a good fit for you. In my opinion, it's not an opportunity that I recommend to others, and the reason is because of all of the red flags and the gray areas that exist. And I explained how the difference between a legitimate direct sales business and a Ponzi scheme. Now, I've seen people who legitimately grow a World Financial Group business, and so I can't say for sure it's a Ponzi scheme. However, the heavy emphasis on recruiting does make it seem that way, and because that direct sales is supposed to be majority about the product and not so much about recruiting. But with all that being said, if this video was helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up. If you liked this video and you want more like it on reviews on business opportunities, or you want to hear growth strategies for how to start a business with an idea and grow it to an enterprise, then subscribe to this channel, because that's what I'll be talking about here. And I'll also be introducing you to different lifestyle topics as the channel grows. So That's all I have for you. Hopefully it was helpful for you. Have a great day. Bye.